there rules to how many bow hunter can get with a license? I mean, when you're a normal bow hunter, just one?
Do they have the bonus tags this year for bow?
Right now, it really depends on the zone that you're in. Like, I believe it's Highway 30. Anything north of Highway 30, and this side to the west of 43, I believe it's only one tag. So you can either shoot a buck or a doe, and then you're done in that area. So anything, you know, in that bluff area would be that. Anything that would be south of 30 and 43, that is, you can take one buck or doe with archery equipment, and you could buy a bonus tag and shoot a doe. So you could shoot a buck and a doe, or two doe.
Yep.
So those rules about how much you can take would supersede our ordinance at all then?
That'd be governed by the state unless we want to get special permits, and I don't see the reason for that.
You'd have to get the DNR to say
that
you're authorized to take 20.
Yep.
Do you know anything about the ordinance in Peterson, what they've got up there?
I don't know anything about that. I don't
That's
even know
something
anybody
I
that's
think Steve's gonna have to call the city of Peterson and get a copy, because as far as I know, that's just a rumor that they got it or not. I don't know if they just changed,
Maybe they just do
I don't know if they just adjusted their discharge ordinance. I just haven't heard anything official from them.
Well,
Okay.
I had a question. Do you know whether or not the DNR has done any population counts lately?
I do not know that. Just myself being in the woods and talking with different hunters, to me it seems like the population is actually down when you're out in the woods. And I think what we see in town is all these deer that live on the outskirts of town, they know that there's predators and coyotes, so they come into town during the daylight hours. So that's what I think you're seeing, all those deer, because they know it's a safe place. And there's a rose bush you can nip, or a bush you can chew on, or that cornfield, or a bean field or something. So they look for a safe place. They like the police, I think, in Rushford.
Yeah, we have a semi-domesticated herd. You know, they're used to the vehicles. Those ones that go from the spillway across to Hamels and go up to the bluff, they know the routine.
In the summer or the winter time, they actually go through your little gate there and go back and feed on the grain coming out of one of the bins.
They'll go into the fertilizer plant and make their loop around. You'll see tracks going in and out after every snowfall.
Well, maybe you could do a little poisoning of them.
No.
Boy, that.
But I think...
Which you said with the best intentions, but...
I think we need to give staff and Chief Hyde some time to look at this and see what they can come back with for us.
But I just think this is the one I think when I'm out and about, this comes up constantly. But I just think that the public doesn't really have a realistic expectation of what this ordinance is and what it should be. I mean, it's just like, give me a permit. I've heard everything from give me a permit, I'll shoot in my backyard. DNR doesn't care. Oh yeah, they don't care. Okay, fine.
You mean I can't shoot in my backyard?
Is it? Huh?
You mean I can't shoot in my backyard even if I'm in a tree stand?
Don't
Shoot towards Roger's place.
Do you need
Here's
a
a big
stand?
backyard.
That's what he was saying.
Can't you just shoot from the bedroom window?
Well, yeah, but I'd be going towards Roger's place again, so.
Now I'll know what happened when the windows break.
Right, but I just number one, we just need to make sure the public gets a realistic understanding of what an ordinance would be. And the last thing we could do is, the last thing we wanna do is give every single house a permit to shoot a deer in their backyard.
I think we should really see what the DNR says about the numbers too.
Right.
I think right now we're talking a lot of what ifs and if we can, we need some solid facts to go with it.
Yeah.
You mean like if the DNR says the population is down,
It's down because
say
before it was
Don't
just this one permit here. You could shoot a buck and you could buy 4 bonus tags.
Yep.
So I think at one time you could shoot 6 or 7 deer, and now they've cut it down to 2. So something's got to be going on. The population has to be going down.
They're all
They're all
moving.
moving to town?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Probably it's a safe place.
Yeah, they know that. They aren't as dumb as you think they are.
Most of them follow the police car around.
Yeah.
you got that big heavy grill, you know, when you see them, you don't need to really slow down.
Well,
Let's have
We need
staff check into it, see.
Stan, I guess,
we don't need to
no.
do anything.
I think the best we say is just like, staff is gonna continue to investigate, and it'll come up again.
Okay.
So, let's move on to 8D. Phil Gaddis has resigned from the EDA, so I asked Kathy to get a letter of
Appreciation.
a bit of appreciation for his service, and then we can get it on the agenda, and we can formally accept his resignation, and then we can begin to search for a new member.
And EDA meets tomorrow night, so they can officially
Yeah.
accept it at the same time too, so. And I've got a thing ready to put in the paper, and there'll be a notice on the city's webpage and on, the chamber will send out a blast and, you know, to all the other businesses, which we may find somebody there that's interested, and then we'll put it on public access, so. We'll hit all the places that we can to see if we can find some interested party. The only thing is, it's for us.
It's a 6-year term.
6-year term, you
Yeah.
know, and that might scare some people away, but that's the term, so.
Do we need to accept the resignation tonight since EDA meets tomorrow? You said? Tomorrow?
Yeah, you can, you know, say continuing upon EDA, but of course they will be too, you know.
Well, the reason Phil resigned is because he's been missing meetings. And he said, I'm gonna miss the meeting again on Wednesday. I said, I just can't keep doing this. So the prophecy is like the best thing for me and the city to do is to resign and get someone on there who can be at the meetings. So he's gotten very busy with his, well, I think he's on St. Mary's, he's working for St. Mary's now, and he's got his ministry he's doing. He is keeping busy. He was at our strategic planning meeting at the airport, but he's been missing meetings, and he doesn't want to do that anymore.
I would move to accept his resignation with regret and, you know, send him a letter of thanks for his service. And move the process along to advertise for a replacement.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Bunke, second by Mr. Dahl. Any question or comment? All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And the motion passes, and we thank Bill Gaddis for his service. And he was on during the entire flood process, wasn't he, Kathy?
No, he came on after. He worked for the city during, you know,
He
right
did,
after the
that's right.
flood. He did different jobs, you know, working with the citizens and one-on-one with the, you know, providing aid and assistance and stuff. So he was very familiar with all the flood situation. And he came on after. He came on to the EDA afterwards, after that.
All right, sounds good. Ordinances, none this evening. Reports, updates, miscellaneous. EDA meeting tomorrow. Airport Planning Commission next week. And electric. Adamant area sewer. You got anything on that, Kathy, or should we
No,
just?
I don't have anything on that.
All right.
Do you know when the next Tri-City one is?
I know it's scheduled.
Was it the 28th?
November?
No,
December?
January 23rd.
January.
Yeah,
Wow.
Not until then?
that's till then.
Well, it's like every other month, I suppose
Yeah.
they didn't want to do it during Christmas.
No.
Yeah. Is
Well,
there
if we had done it in December, it would have been the 19th or the 26th. Neither one of them would have been
Is there a
great.
specific topic or anything coming up?
Well, what we didn't get to in the last Tri-City meeting was talking about the possible deer hunting ordinance, because the thought was if you got 3 cities here, if you're gonna have a hunting ordinance, the idea was to get it,
Same.
to adopt something as similar as possible.